too much to the inside. She struggled to move under the ball, get a good position. And the gap is still increasing. A 7-point lead now for Slovenia. Terpstra for Denhan. Good cover. Vrovnik between the two blockers with the help of the net. While Terpstra and Denhan were not close enough from each other, and there was some space in between for Tia Vrovnik. Holeder for the reception. Not enough of control. And for the moment, this balance between serve and reception is definitely for Slovenia. They're much more aggressive than the Netherlands can receive. And we have 4 receivers in the line. A bit too deep. This is a 4th point for the Netherlands. We'll be with Emma Duiveman-Markewan, the only VS2 player of this Dutch roster. 27 years old. She did a great game yesterday as well. Reception for Susanna Otsepek is good. Valentina Brick deep toward position 5. Holeder, free ball. And this is another free ball for the Netherlands, but it's not, because this ball just came too deep from Tia Vrovnik. And you have here the Slovene captain. And if you want to know the secret of the backstage, she was preparing today's semi-final yesterday by playing some table football just close to the accommodation, and she was pretty skilled actually at this one. Of course, this was just after she completely worked and learned the game plan for today. And see how it works. 14 for Slovenia, 4 for the Netherlands. Just out. This ball directly hit Hong Zhao's feet. Terpstra. Valentina Brick not able to keep the ball in play. Blocked by Otsepek. While Terpstra had some space either to the inside, aiming towards position 6 or on the line, but going to position 5 on Otsepek. She's very experienced and she perfectly read the trajectory to score her first point of the game. I mean, that's not her task. She's more dealing with setting tasks. But if she can score some aces or block some serve, of course she will do. We still have a 10-point lead. For Slovenia. And first video challenge. So the challenge is called by Slovenia for this ball in or out. And it's in. This serve from Valentina Brick. Well, that's a great addition to have this video challenge, and it goes pretty quick actually. Just after the request, we basically have to wait a couple of seconds to get the result displayed both on our screen and on the big screen here in the venue. The point to be replayed. Paula List against Barbara Kosmur. Well, this one is just short, falling behind the net. Denham and Westenberg in trouble to block it. They get closer from each other now. To close this wide diagonal, Brick will have to go over the block if she wants to target Terpstra. But too much angle, and actually Marko Pokleka is smiling, the Slovene head coach, not to make fun of his player, but just because this was a huge mistake, especially when you know how skilled Valentina is. Good spike. Jana Ferjan. 18 points for Slovenia. 7 for the Netherlands in this first set. Kristina Arpas, she's at home here in Hungary. Very experienced referee. She was one of the referees of the Paralympic final last year in the women's event between the USA and the People's Republic of China. Sani Westenberg, she has some great serving skills. Well, this one was without any risk. Well done, Susanna Otsepek, faking the set and just delivering this ball behind the net. Good reception, Polalis, for the set. Well, it was not even a set. She missed the connection with Holeder. But Slovenia got surprised to see that ball landing on their side of the net. Well, still a 10 points gap between the two teams. Good reception, Valentina Brick. Rovnik touched by the block. And this set from Westenberg is for no one. Denhan was too much to the inside, and Duveman McEwan didn't move there in position 4. Was not ready to spike it. I mean, the ball was as well too much to the outside of the antenna. Terpstra, a small tip does not work, but then she's able to have a monster block on Tia Vrovnik. Each time the Netherlands tried to tip for the moment, there was a great cover behind the block. So this solution is not a good one when they try to tip just behind the block. Maybe there is a chance if they go in the middle of the court in this empty area where no one is sitting. But this is for sure something Sharon van Unen-Olsman will tell them through the statistics and the data that she provides to the bench. 11th point for the Netherlands. They're still 9 behind. And we are back now with Marit Holeder. Good reception for Cosmore. Valentina Brick. High ball for her. When she can be in such a good situation with a high ball, it's super high for the block on the other side. Because she's just higher than the block. She can go over the block and she can choose exactly the angle she wants to play. And with this 21st point for Slovenia, Hong Zhao calls the second timeout for the Netherlands. Well, I have the feeling it's already too late for the Netherlands in this first set, but they have to prepare what's going on next. There's still a long way to go, even if Slovenia is looking some very strong skills today in the first set. You need to win 3 sets to get through. And of course, they will have to be very focused until the very end to get their ticket for tomorrow's final. If we have a quick look at the individual statistics, we have 2 players sharing the lead. Top scorers of this game on the Slovene side of the net, Valentina Brick and Tia Vrovnik. This is not a huge surprise to see these 2 players already with 5 points in the game. They are the main attackers that the setters will aim to. And for the Netherlands, Marit Holleder is the best scorer with 3 points so far. Jela, never easy to serve after the timeout. She was missing height, she was missing power on that one, but she keeps the smile. Because when we look at the scoreboard, this is still a very comfortable lead for Slovenia. Dwiveman McEwan. Free ball for the Netherlands, not even. Huge mistake by Jana Fejan. She just wanted to give the ball on the other side of the net. Completely missed the court. Well, anyway, this is still nothing serious for Slovenia. But something maybe they will have to work on if tomorrow's game is a more difficult one. Should they be in the final? I mean, these two teams will play a medal game tomorrow, whatever the game is, because we will have bronze medal game and gold medal game. And there is the first lifting of the game called against Vitske Terpstra. So the lifting, if you're just discovering the discipline, is when one of the player loses contact with the floor, which is absolutely mandatory when you play the ball. And of course, it's not a contact with the lower part of the body. It's a point of contact between the shoulders and the bat. That's the rule in sitting volleyball. There is some kind of tolerance when it comes to digging. The first defensive contact, there is some kind of tolerance. It's something we will maybe see later today. Block at the net. Not even sure Cosmo touched the ball. Maybe it was just not over the net. And Slovenia is only 2 points away from getting this first set. Valentina Brick over the block. This ball comes back. Sounds like a miracle. Denhan. Westenberg digged. Valentina Brick from the back row, directly on the Slovene side. And Zuzana Ocepek for the conclusion, sitting in position 3. Well, she scored at least 3 points today as a setter. Yeah, exactly, that's her third point. We had a second hand before. Is this serve in? Yes, it is, and the first set point is the good one for Slovenia in this first set. 25-14. Slovenia takes the lead. 1-0 in this semi-final. Well, it's very basic to analyze what just went on in this first set. Very early in the set, Slovenia was able to create a great lead. Something like 8-2 or 9-2 at some point. This was the serve from Santa Jela just after the timeout. This is the almost free ball that went out. Well, this was not the most beautiful point from Slovenia, but they have the lead in this semi-final. And it's always important to start well. Better leading the way than being chasing. So what are the solutions for the Netherlands? Of course, Hong Zhao is looking for them. Probably having a better quality when it comes to reception, because we saw the Slovenian side serving very good and the Netherlands struggling to have a very good first contact and then a good set for the spikers. They were never in very good positions to spike, which is not easy when you know then that Slovenia has a great block on the other side of the net. You need to have great reception, great set, course, the Dutch fans here in the stands are hoping to see their countrymates doing better in this second one. Well, for Slovenia, not a reason to change anything. It worked perfectly in the first set. They need 2 more to get their ticket for the final. And we will have a first idea pretty soon when the team will come back, if they change something in the starting 6. Well, it's not even a question for Slovenia, because this starting 6 is the strongest they have. At some point, they could think about resting the key players for tomorrow, if really the game turns to be into their favor. So substitution for the Netherlands, with Roos Broers coming in. Instead of who is out. Emma Dwiveman-McEwan is out for this second set. We couldn't see her a lot today so far. Not only because she's not playing good, but we mentioned it, reception and set were not just good enough. First serve for Westenberg. Completely missed it. Well, that's super frustrating when you put your best server to start the set and she's not even able to put the ball over the net. First point for Slovenia, Zuzana Otsepek. Good serve, Denhan struggling with the reception. And that's an ace for Otsepek. And same as in the first set, Slovenia starts well in this second one. Tapsra, the reception, this one is good, but the set is just a bit too low. This point is still going on. Tia Hovnik for the conclusion. Well, we mentioned reception, set, and then spike. We had the good reception on the Dutch side, but then the set from Paula List. No, it wasn't Paula List, it was Roos Broers for the set. It was just a bit too low. 3 points to no. Rovnik. She wanted to find some area deep towards position 1. It's just too deep. But no worry. She keeps on smiling. The newcomers for the second set, Roos Broers with her first serve of the game. Well, not a serve she will keep in mind forever. Blocked by Jana Ferjan. Ball is alive, Westenberg deep. Otsepek tried to dig. Not enough control with the close fist like that. Well, the Netherlands were not in the best shape in that point, but still able to score. Valentina break deep with 2 hands. This also works. She was far away from the net, and this was maybe the best solution. And of course, the Netherlands got surprised and not able to adapt. Centayela just in front of Westenberg. Denhan fights at the net against Rovnik. This point is to be replayed. Holleder for the set. Westenberg gives almost a free ball. The set for Cepek. Vrovnik gives a free ball. And Westenberg makes the point. Difficult for Jana Ferjan to dig. Paula List. Reception for Otsepek. Ferjan gives a free ball. And Tepsa, of course there was some space because Otsepek was still busy with coming back from the reception. And she had the time to have a quick look on the other side of the net to see what's going on. Another great serve. Ferjan, another free ball for the Netherlands. Tapsra for Westenberg. Is this ball in? The point is for Slovenia. And it was in front of Hong Zhao. I'm not sure if she believes it, but she will call a video challenge. Everyone was quite sure it was in. I directly saw Marko Pakleka being sure of this ball being in. And we will have the result. The question is very easy. In or out? And this could be an equalizer for the Netherlands if the ball is out. Otherwise, it will be a 2-point lead for Slovenia. We'll just see Maciej Maciejewski, Polish referee, coming back from this challenge. Oof! It's in! Wow, this was close. But this point is for Slovenia. 6 points to 4. Denan just moving away from the ball. Of course, this reception was for Tepstra, but it came in her direction, and maybe she had to take this second contact, even if it's not her normal task in a regular system. Holleder for Westenberg. This set is once again too much to the outside. And again, we were really close a couple of seconds ago to have an equalizer for the Netherlands. And again, Slovenia is pushing hard to have a 4-point lead. Ace for Tia Vrovnik. Already her 8th point of the game. And with this 5-point lead for Slovenia, here is the first timeout for the Netherlands in this second set. Vrovnik is the best scorer with 8 now. Valentina Brick has 6. And for the Netherlands, very difficult for the moment to score points. Scoring leader today is Marit Holleder with only 3 points. They will need to score more, but they will need not to focus on the spikes. They will need to focus on what they do in terms of reception, in terms of quality of the set. This is the key for the Netherlands, because I'm pretty sure when there are big spikers, I have Sanne Westenberg in mind, I also have Vitske Terpstra in mind. If they can be in great position to spike, no doubt that they will score more points, but it's just before that they have to be more accurate with much better reception and definitely elevate the quality of the set. Tia Vrovnik deep toward position 5 there. Denhan not able to make something out of that ball. Again, it looks to be super low. and the two blockers were just waiting in front of her. Ace for Slovenia. Rose Brewers in trouble to receive that ball. And Westenberg is requesting some mopping there on the Dutch side of the net. Terpstra able to score. Otsepek didn't make quite a choice between blocking or digging, and then she was just in between the two positions. Too difficult for her to interact with the ball. Another unforced at serve for the Netherlands, and this is already the 12th point for Slovenia in this second one, a 7-point lead for the Slovene girls. Sanne Westenberg with the swing, great dig. And the fake soft spike just over the block works for Brewers. Could be something like her first point of the day. I mean, she did not play in the first set. Yes, that's her first point today. Another unforced. Touched by the block. Lucky one by Terpstra. I don't know if she was aiming to send it directly back to Slovenia. Substitution with Sanne doubling in for the serve. This is the Sanne substitution for the Netherlands, doubling in for Westenberg. Even if Westenberg is a very good server, doubling can also bring something. Otsepek on doubling, high ball, a lot of time for the setter. Paula List with the help of a leader. This ball will not come back. Point for the Netherlands. Well, that's a good thing. We just saw doubling having a great dig with a lot of time for the setter to go under the ball. And this is what the Netherlands need. Giving the setter more time to move under the ball. Great serve. Brick is fighting to bring this one back. Doubling. Good set from the back row. Terpstra. She finds a solution in the middle of the Slovene fire camp. A soft spike from the back row is more than enough to score. You don't need to overpower your swing. Great choice to have doubling. That serve, another good one, directly on the Dutch side. Ferian for Otsepek, taking the swing. The point is for Slovenia. So apparently the call was some block touch. I'm not quite sure if it's block touch or net touch, because Kristina Apas showed either Paula List or the net. So we'll see on the challenge if this is... Oh no, it's ball in, ball out. So the challenge was from Slovenia, because I also saw Hong Zhao doing the sign of challenge. Anyway, this point is for the Netherlands, and we will come back to 13-10. Dubelink with another serve. Good block, Holeda. Dubelink fighting to keep this ball living. But great block, Santayela. And Slovenia finally switches that position. Oh, it was a great rotation, and we will do the reversed substitution. Dubelink out, Westenberg back in. Kravnik, dig. Paula Lis with the direct spike on the second contact. And Slovenia is quite surprised by that decision. It works. Almost faking the set to directly go into the swing. Ace for the Netherlands, Roos Broers. And when the Netherlands fighting back and being only 2 behind, Slovenia takes a first time out in the entire game. They didn't need to take anyone in the first set. Things went perfectly for them. Well done, Vitke Terpstra. It worked a couple of times when Otsepek went too much towards position 6 to compensate in the defensive action. And then she gave some free space behind the block. This is something that Netherlands can use when Otsepek comes more into the middle of the court to compensate. But they have to have their eyes on the other side of the net. And definitely Roos Broers is a great addition. She already has 3 points in this first half of the second set. 14 for Slovenia, 12 for the Netherlands, and we are back with Broers. Good reception of Otsepek for the set. Tia Vrovnik finds the solution. While Terpstra left some space between her right arm and the antenna. And this is the 10th point for Tia Vrovnik. First girl on court with double digit. Holeder set towards position 4. Good dig, Otsepek. Good reflex, Terpstra. Holeder for the block. Paula Lis for the conclusion on Tia Vrovnik. Well, this is something that we didn't see in the first set. The Netherlands fighting just so good at the net. With Paula Lis for the conclusion. And again, they are only 2 behind. Difficult reception, but Otsepek can take the contact. Valentina Break for the block out. Well, the reception was not the best one from Slovenia, but then Otsepek was able to make out of it such a great set for Break. High ball towards position 4, and then the tall girl just had to play the upper part of the Dutch block. 16 for Slovenia, 13 for the Netherlands. Den Haan, is there any touch? Yes, there is. Paula Lis should probably target Jana Ferjan towards position 1. Otsepek takes the reception even better than she cannot take the set then. And this, another miscommunication between List coming in from the serve and Terpstra moving back. And basically, List stole the ball to Terpstra. Well, it's not easy when you're just moving, coming into the court to stop your movement because your teammate can take the contact. Otsepek the set for Valentina Brick. Well done. Short diagonal on Vitska Terpstra. And again, Slovenia has a 4-point lead in this second set. Net was moving, but the point is not over. And again, I guess Westenberg and Terpstra did not agree who has to play this ball. So they are discussing the hard way now. But those are 2 free points due to miscommunication. It's something you can avoid. It's not related to the level of the team on the other side of the net. Difficult reception. Westenberg fighting against Brick. This ball is out, and this is point number 20 for Slovenia in this second set. And timeout called, Hong Zhao. While the Netherlands had hope earlier in that set because they came back, they forced Slovenia to take a timeout. But again, 2 free points that they gave. And of course then Slovenia doing a good job. When they are not in the best situation, they just give a high ball to Valentina Brick. Well, if you're joining the action, I'm happy to welcome you on the Power Volley Europe YouTube channel. It's the first semi-final of this 2025 Sitting Volleyball European Championships here in Győr. And we are in the game between Slovenia and the Netherlands. 1-0 for Slovenia and a 6-point lead in the second set, as you can see on the scoreboard. We will have 3 more semi-finals to go, 1 in the women's tournament after this one, the game between Italy and Ukraine, and then the 2 semi-final in the men's tournament. Ukraine against Germany, and then Serbia against the huge favorite from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Difficult reception. Holleder fights to get a contact without any control. Great block, Valentina Brick. She's just so good position, and they have to do better with the set. Oh no, the ball is out. Sorry about that. From my position, I was quite sure it was in, but she found the block out. Well done. Well, anyway, if they can try to avoid Brick's area, it will make things a lot easier because she's a very good blocker. And that's an ace for the Netherlands and Terpstra. Well, they will try to fight back. It is only 5 points. Up to you to consider if this is a lot or not. I would say no. Denhan with the lucky dig from Cosmore. Over the block on Terpstra. Denhan takes the set. And Sanne Westenberg with a bit of luck scores the 17th point for the Netherlands. And we will be back now with Dutch captain Renske Denhan. Ferian counter-blocked by Westenberg. Ferian the block, one time, two time. And Paula List was just a bit too greedy on that swing because she had no blocker in front of her. But the good thing with Paula is that she keeps a smile in all situations. Even when she missed the swing, she's always smiling and helping her teammate. What kind of point is this one by Otsepek and Ferian? Such a lucky reception to surprise the Netherlands. And here is a first set point for Slovenia in this second one. Kosmo for the serve. Ace Kosmo. And this is now a 2-0 lead for Slovenia in this semi-final. Well, we saw a much better fight from the Netherlands in the second one. And the scoreboard confirms this one. They were able to score 18 points. And they were in contention actually pretty long in this second set before Slovenia pushed hard. I remember Marko Pokleka forced to take a timeout. So they have a chance to do something. They have a chance to do better in the third one. But of course, all of the Dutch players have to play at their very best level. They have to play their A game. And the rule is super easy. It is now or never. If the Netherlands are not able to score and to win this third set, then Slovenia will be into the final, same as they did in Caorle in 23, where they finished second behind Italy. Well, the choice to put Ros Broers on court for the second set was a very positive choice. She brought a lot to the team. I mean, she was able to do better than what Emma Duiveman-McEwan did in the first one. We'll see what choice Hong Zhao will make for the second one. Slovenia will start the same starting six. Broers is back again on court. That's just a confirmation that the Netherlands also have the same player starting in this third one than what they had in the second one. And I would say this makes sense. Otsepek, the first serve. Westenberg, not quite good enough. Broers was just forced to move too much. And the first point is for Slovenia. Broers with the block. Not deep enough from Otsepek. Either not deep enough or not high enough. That's always the question. But if you go higher with the same power, then it goes out of bounds. Good serve, Ross Broers. Set for Ferjan. And Westenberg in trouble. She's suffering for the moment. Not able to receive properly on the first serve. Not able to dig now. But she's still a very young player, 22 years old. Jana Ferjan on Westenberg again. Well, of course, she is a very good target, especially now. Because basically, she almost cost the 3-point that Slovenia scored. Ferjan. Well, the target was Ross Broers on this serve, and it works as well. Ace Slovenia, and a 4-1 lead. Four receivers now for the Netherlands. They have to find a solution on Ferjan's serve. Broers to give a free ball. And no one is taking this one. It was really deep behind Barbara Kosmor. And this ball landed in. Well, that's not quite what you expect to score a point, but it works. Otsepek for Valentina Brick. Dig by Broers. The ball is in the air. Westenberg under the net. Not quite sure it's the Slovene block. Well, Sunny Westenberg is quite struggling at the beginning of this third set. And we mentioned all the players need to play their A game if they want to do something. It is now that the Netherlands have to react. Sentayela. Oleda for the reception. Den Haan blocked out. Well, the captain is scoring that point, but I'm not sure she already scored a lot today. Could be only her first or second point of the day. With the help of the net, an ace for Paula List. Another good serve. Oh, well done, Kosmor, with the backhand. This is great news to see that the Netherlands are in contention. 6 points to 5. Only a 1-point lead for Slovenia. Another ace for Paula List. Here is the equalizer, 6-all in this third set. Well, can they make it? Can they put Slovenia under pressure? If Paula List carries on like this, they can. Or not Sepek. Direct return, that's something that the Slovene setter is able to do really good. The Netherlands will now have to deal with Tia Vrovnik's serve. It's not the easiest one to receive. Difficult for Rusbrors. 4 receivers. Well, no reason for Vrovnik to change something. Aiming between Bruce and Holeda and Westenberg, sorry, would be the solution. It's on Westenberg. Good swing to switch that rotation. Well done, Westenberg. I mean, the question is not around her offensive skills, but it was more in everything that has to do with the back row game that she was struggling a bit. Terpstra on Jana Ferjan. Setter has to move a lot. Good set. Westenberg again. Is there any touch? Yes! 8-0. It would be just super interesting if the Netherlands would be able to put some more pressure on Slovenia. Just out from Terpstra. She was again aiming at Ferjan, and Otsepek decided to move at the very last moment to try to block it. This was really well played by Otsepek, but no need to block because this serve was just too long. Rusbrors. Touched by the block. Marko Pokleka is hoping that Slovenia can react, can switch that situation. An ace for Denhan from Santayela. She is struggling as well, but for the moment Slovenia is just not finding the solution to play at their level. Renske Denhan. Difficult reception. Tia Vrovnik for no one there. She decided to take the second contact. She could touch the ball, but without any control. And with this 2-point lead for the Netherlands, Slovenia has to take a first time out in the third set. Well, we said the Netherlands are improving. They did much better in the second one than what they did in the first one. But we were not expecting them to put so much pressure in this third set and to take the lead, to force Slovenia to take a timeout. And we cannot say that the Netherlands played perfectly in that set. I mentioned many times that Westenberg was struggling in reception and in defense pretty early in the set. But still, despite this, they are now in front. And we just saw 2 times Santayela having trouble to receive. And it's funny to say that this girl already wore the libero jersey for Slovenia when they used to play with the libero. So she's pretty skilled with receiving and digging. But now she's under pressure, and we see the fans and the staff from the men's team of Netherlands in the stands trying to help their country, trying to help the Netherlands to carry on the way they are. Renske Denhan. Another good serve. Just out. Well read by Tia Vrovnik. She almost hit the floor with her head, avoiding to touch the ball. Touched by Oleder. The ball is in the air. What a crazy point for the Netherlands. It was almost on the floor. Well, I can imagine Marko Pokleka is requesting some kind of catch. It would not have been a surprise to hear such a whistle, but no call coming from the 2 referees, and the substitution, the sunny substitution between Dubelink and Westenberg. Good serve Valentina Brick for the reception. And good block. Center Yella well positioned in front of Bruce. And dribbling out again for Westenberg. Susanna Otsepek. Well, this was not a difficult ball for Den Haan, but directly the Netherlands will adapt with 4 receiver, 12-all. Westenberg, reception is okay. She gets the ball again from the back row and she scores. Good connection, Den Haan with Westenberg. Broers, a 1-point lead for the Netherlands. This serve is blocked by Ferjan, but no control, ball is out. And again, the Netherlands have a 2-point lead. Slovenia used the first timeout earlier today in this third set. Pokleka wants to keep it for later in case. Wow. Too much power in that serve from Ruth Broers. And she will come out of the court now, replaced by Emma Duiveman-McEwan, that we already saw in the first set. Of course, Hong Zhao hopes that she will be able to do a bit better in this one. She only scored 1 point. Ferjan on Westenberg. Holeda for the set. Terpstra, great dig Ferjan. Valentina Brick. It was a long time that she didn't get any ball to spike. And that's a huge mistake, because this is not like a huge swing. It's some controlled spike that you want to put just on court over the block. Holeda with the strong serve. That's a perfect ace. And Tia Vrovnik almost responsible for not blocking that one. It came just so good. 3-point lead for the Netherlands. Another good serve on Otsepek. Vrovnik. Oh, so Den Haan had a chance to counter block, or to block, if we consider that Vrovnik was swinging. Reception, Terpstra from Den Haan. And Valentina Brick just well positioned, and it's just easy for her with her blocking height to get this ball. Slovenia is coming back, only one on Senta Jeller's serve. Terpstra the back set for Paula List. Block out on Barbara Kosmur. We are with Paula List. She had a great streak in the first one, but it was not Valentina Brick in front of her at the block. Still, she can avoid Brick and score an ace. 18 for the Netherlands, 15 for Slovenia. Timeout call, Slovenia. This would be something if the Netherlands would be able to push Slovenia at least in a 4th set in this semi-final. It's far away from our predictions and from what we heard around this semi-final. But we have to say the Netherlands are doing really good in this 3rd set, and they have a well-deserved 3-point lead. Well, Slovenia has a good blocking line with Brick, Kosmor and Vrovnik sitting in the front row. Denhan is ready to counter block in case. And the task for Polalis is to avoid the block and not to serve on Otsepek. If she can avoid this and go to Ferjan there, that's what she's aiming to. Otsepek takes the set. Good block, Vestenberg. The point is still not over. Valentina Brick, back set for Kosmor. Well, I saw the Netherlands definitely had the advantage on this point, but suddenly Slovenia, with a small tip in the center of the court, were able to make the difference. And they are definitely in contention. 16-18. Tia Vrovnik. Vestenberg, she doesn't want to take any risk. And on this soft spike, she does a big unforced. Ace Slovenia, and this is an equalizer for Tia Vrovnik. 18-all. This point has to be replayed. The fight between Brick and Denhan. How good is this serve? The ball is called out, but Marko Pokleka will challenge the call. Where's the video challenge? We will have the answer in a few seconds. Of course, the question is in or out. The referees saw this ball out. Pokleka saw it in. And the ball is out for a couple of centimeters. That's really close. It is just out. Well, he has the smile. But this is a point for the Netherlands, taking the lead again, 19-18. And Vitske Terpstra, well, she wants to avoid Otsepek and target Ferjan, but Otsepek will move for sure to try to block it. That's what she does. Another target. And Otsepek gives this ball back to the Netherlands. Duiveman McEwan digged. Valentina Brick. Denhan. No one to take that ball. And Senta Yeller was surprising that she's struggling when on the back row. That basically her best qualities. Terpstra again on Senta Yeller. Otsepek trying to go directly. And the lifting is called against Susanna Otsepek. A 3-point lead for the Netherlands. They will start to believe in their chance in this one. Vitske Terpstra on Ferjan. Reception is really good. Otsepek for Valentina Brick. And she makes the point against Duivem and McEwan. Wow. There is some kind of height mismatch. It's still a 2-point lead for the Netherlands, but they don't want Slovenia to come back, and that's the reason why. Hong Zhao holds her first time out of this third set. She still has one left after this one. Slovenia do not have any. Well, this is, of course, a replay. We're not challenging anything now. Let's see at this point with the backhand by Denhan. Well, maybe Slovenia also feels a bit of pressure to conclude the game. They are leading 2-0, but the Netherlands are just playing better and better. And if we go into a fourth set, and if Netherlands carry on playing so good, then at some point, Slovenia will wonder if they will have their ticket for the final. It's not done yet. 2-point lead for the Netherlands. Valentina Brick. Terpstra, good reception. Den Haan for Westenberg through the middle. She self-covered herself. Cosmore blocked. Den Haan block as well. Conclusion, the ball is still in the air. Valentina Brick deep on Paula List. Tuiveman McEwan. Another ball for Valentina Brick from the back row. No blocker in front of her, and she's able to score on Paula List. List was just sitting too deep into the court. And on the spot, second timeout called. Well, they want to take their chance. As long as they have the lead, they have a good chance to take this third set. But Slovenia is really able to adapt. And they definitely did not play their A game in this third set. We saw a lot of unforced, a lot of players not playing at their level. Krovnik is not scoring a lot, and she was also struggling in the back row. Santayela struggling in the back row. Valentina Brick not scoring a lot, even if she had a great swing from the back row just before the timeout. But everything is just a bit too much average in this third set for Slovenia. And I'm sure they can do a lot better. It can start now with Brick's serve. Blocked by Westenberg. Well, I don't know what was the target. And we will go into some double substitution with Bogomira Yakin coming in for Valentina Brick and Klara Vrabic in for Jana Ferjan. Well, they tried to do something to put some more blocking height, with Vrabic sitting in position 4. Here she is, the second VS2 players of the Slovene roster. Yakin touched the ball, it looked to be out, but that's an ace now for the Netherlands. And a 3-point lead. 23-20. Another difficult reception for Slovenia. Another ace for the Netherlands. And we are there. This will be a first set point for the Netherlands in this semi-final. Renske Den Haan. Cosmore for the reception of Cepek for Vrabic, digged by Paula List. Free ball, Slovenia. Vrabic, number 2, digged again. But Den Haan cannot orientate her defense. And the first set point is saved by Slovenia. Barbara Cosmore. Good serve, Terpstra for the reception. And she takes that swing behind the 2-meter line. Huge unforced No more timeout, neither for Slovenia nor for the Netherlands. We will go till the end like that. The only way to interrupt the game are substitutions or video challenges. Denhan, this ball is in the air. Into the middle of the court. The point is for Marit Holleder, and they were almost celebrating before the whistle of the referee. But we are there in the fourth set. The Netherlands takes this one 25-22. Slovenia still has the lead in this semi-final, but they're only one set ahead, 2-1 for Slovenia. Well, we had a lot of emotions so far in this semi-final, and it's not over because we mentioned how much Slovenia is favorite in this semi-final against the Netherlands. But we also have to say that the Netherlands just played amazing in this third set to get it. They're only one behind, 2-1. You know the deal, you need 3 to get your ticket for the final. If Slovenia can make this one, they will be tomorrow in the final. If the Netherlands win this one, we will go into a tie-break. But we are not there. Starting 6 on both sides are not the same because Vrabic is in for Slovenia and Valentina Brick is on the bench. For the Netherlands, they start again, Roos Broers. First point for the Netherlands and Marit Holleder. Well, if they can put some pressure early in this fourth set, this could be very difficult for Slovenia. Another counter block by Holleder. 2 points in a row for the Netherlands. Good reception, Vrabic. Otsepek, mishit by Senta Jeller. Nothing is working for Slovenia for a couple of minutes here in Győr. And you will not see a single emotion on Hong Zhao's face. But inside, she must be burning. The Netherlands are in front. Vrabic blocked again. Broers for the second block. What a start for the Netherlands. Marko Pokleka is wondering what's going on. Vrovnik for the reception. It's too deep, too long on the Dutch side, and Hollander again. I mean, she almost got 4 points out of the 5. She's doing such a great job at the block now. Being only 19 years old, she will turn 20 later this month. And here's the first point for Slovenia. But still, there is a gap between the two teams in these 4 sets. 5 points to 1 for the Netherlands. And we see Danica Goshnak, one of the assistant coach of the team, trying to help the team, getting more energy on court. Good dig, Otsepek. Vrovnik with the tip. Denhan from the back row. Vrovnik, she finds a solution. It's been such a long time until she scored her last point. (16 points for Vrovnik today. Block Paula List. Otsepek didn't serve quite at her level. It was just too easy for Paula List to block that serve. No counter blocker in front of her. This serve is not good from Ros Broers. That's a big unforced, too much angle. And this is an easy 3 point for Slovenia. Jana Ferjan. Ros Broers struggling, but the Dutch block is really good. Oh, this is a call against Klara Vrabic. She played the ball on the other side of the net. I'm not quite sure of what I saw, but maybe Broers wanted to set and she tried to block the set. Anyway, good fight. Broers is covering. Vrabic, is there any touch? Yes, there is. Point for Slovenia. And Vrovnik having a word with Kristina Harpas, or the opposite, Harpas having a word with Vrovnik, because Marko Pokleka just has too much energy on the side. Well, you can feel how much pressure there is around this game now. It's completely different since the Netherlands won the third set. I hope you enjoyed the action back home. It's such a great game and everything can happen. Denhan strong in the block. She was just in such a perfect position. And of course the Netherlands, they will take full confidence in what is going on now. They will swing harder. They will believe in that chance to do something. Well done, Vrabic. She just used the length of her left arm to go and block it on the side. It's not easy to do so and to control the ball. Perfectly done. Tia Vrovnik. Is this serve out? Oh, I guess if, if Marko Pokleka goes for the challenge, he has a chance to have it. It looks to be in. from my position. I guess this ball is landing on the line. Good call by the Slovene head coach. Well, the call is very easy, in or out. Kristina's Arpa's decision is out. It's out. It's in the blue area. So my eyes have to be revised at some point as well. But the video challenge never lies. The point is for the Netherlands. And we are back there with Witske Terpstra for the next serve. Connection through the middle, Denhan blocked by Otsepek. Tia Vrovnik struggling with this deep ball towards position 1. And again, the Netherlands are able to side out. 10-5. This was even a break point. Otsepek with the chip, Denhan. Catch called against the Netherlands. Well, of course, they will not agree with this decision from the referees. But the call will not change. Klara Vrabic. Rosbros just removed the block at the last moment. I think she had a chance to really go for it. And Polalis then struggled. But good serve by Klara Vrabic. She scored the 2 last points on court, and she's again with her serve. And this is the 3rd point in a row for her. Slovenia is only 2 behind. Good reception, Polalis. Good cover there from Vrovnik and Vrabic. Otsepek, but a very good conclusion. And she was celebrating before the ball went on the floor. At first, Sanne Westenberg had a good reflex. Well, not enough to allow any of her teammate to play the ball. But Slovenia is back in contention, only 1 behind. And that's the reason why the Netherlands take their first timeout of set number 4. Well, I don't feed you with individual statistics anymore because apparently for the moment the software is just not able to update your statistics. So I still stick to 10 points for Tia Vrovnik, but this is since the middle of the 2nd set anyway. This is not the most important. The most important is to see if Slovenia is able to get an equalizer after this timeout. Completely changed the area. Ferian fighting again and again at the net and scoring the point. 10-all. But what does it cost to score 1 single point for Slovenia? And they are now back 10-all. They can have the momentum now. Otsepek, great conclusion. Slovenia turns in front. And the Netherlands, they will have to find something because they're not able to switch that rotation. With Klara Vrabic serving really good. 4 receivers on the Dutch side. You can see them, one full line of 4 players to receive that serve. Den Haan for Westenberg. That's another unforced without taking any risk. I guess she just tried to avoid the blocker, but doing so, she's putting too much power in what she does. Better a short tip than this too deep ball. 12 to 10. Paula List. Digged Westenberg for the block. Otsepek and Den Haan in front of Ferjan. Well, that was again a great rally. But anyway, when we saw how Slovenia was able to fight back after being led by 4 or 5 points, cannot remember exactly, what a good choice by Marko Pokleka to let Klara Vrabic on court. Rovnik, high ball for Vrabic, he gives a free ball to Terpstra. Slovenia not able to conclude, and it's now the Netherlands equalizing 12-all. Den Haan for the serve. Rovnik takes the reception. Vrabic dig. Holeda tries to surprise. Den Haan well positioned. Paula List with a soft spike. And Otsepek doing the job at the net. She's just so experienced and doing so good each time she's sitting in the front row. And again, she gives a 1-point lead to Slovenia. Cosmore for the serve. Bit too much to the inside, that ball. This ball is for Ferjan. Otsepek for Ferjan again. Westenberg with the set. And Marit Holeder scores this equalizer. I mean, you always have the feeling the Netherlands are in a rush on their side of the net. But they finally always find some kind of solution to score a point. 13-all in this set number 4. Otsepek for the set. Well done, Sentai Yeller. I mean, it's been a long time she was not able to score. I remember at the beginning of the set, at some point, she was trying to find the line. Too difficult. She has to stick in what she can do. She has tall blockers in front of her, but still. Ace for Otsepek. Maybe at the best moment for Slovenia. A 2-point lead. And that's its second ace in a row. Paula List will move back to have 4 receivers again. Another difficult reception for Westenberg. I mean, she is the absolute target at the serve. The one struggling the most in reception. Den Haan. Westenberg with the help of the net. Great dig. Otsepek. Ferjan. This one looks deep. But Klara Vrabic finds the solution. Well, this is the level at which Slovenia is able to play. And they are in front. A 5-point lead. And timeout called by the Netherlands. They had a great fight back in this 4th set. They were led by 4 at least. And now they're in front. Well, this is all about experience, momentum, and they were able to recreate the momentum for them. And the second timeout for the Netherlands. But one thing is sure is that the Netherlands, they will fight till the very end. You can be sure they will do it. But still a 5-point deficit against Slovenia. I mean, they will have to find some weak points at some moment. We're sitting with Susanna Otsepek for the serve, and she's one of the best servers, if not the best server of her team. Reception is struggling. Vrovnik able to find Maria deep. Well, if I would do a substitution for the Netherlands now that they don't have any more timeout, it would be maybe to have Sanne Westenberg out, because she's struggling and a lot of points are scored around her. Because Dubeling showed some great skills for digging earlier today. Blocked serve by Marit Holleder. That's also an option. But can the Netherlands close this gap? Oh, and they wanted to keep Dubeling for the next serving rotation. Here she is replacing Roos Broers. Good serve. Vrabic does well on the reception. Oh, lifting call against Jana Ferjan on this second touch for Slovenia. Well, for sure the Netherlands will take this 3-point. Still 4 behind. Sanne Dubeling. Ferjan, the one-hand set. It was not a send. The ball is on the Dutch side. And Paula List sending the ball deep. Barbara Koszmul not able to do better than this. And the Netherlands are fighting. Timeout called by Marko Pokleka. He still has 2 apparently, if I'm right on the big screen there. I was quite doubting if he took one at the beginning of the set or not. Apparently this is the first timeout for Slovenia. So they don't want to allow the Netherlands to come back easily in this 4th set. Well, it's also the way to stop a bit the serve streak from Sanne Dubeling. You know how it is when you almost stop the shoulder of a player. It's never easy to serve just after a timeout. And this is exactly what Dubeling will face in a few seconds when the Netherlands will be back on court. Well, of course, Slovenia are the first to be ready. Well, the target is pretty easy. Ideally over Senta Yeller on Barbara Koszmul. Is this one into the antenna? Yes, it is. And another point for Dubeling. Doing really good each time she came in to serve. Klara Vrabic also in trouble to receive. The Netherlands are only 1 behind. Who would have believed it? It is such a crazy scenario. And Pokleka takes a second timeout on the spot because the Netherlands are only one behind. What a crazy set. And how crazy would it be if the Netherlands could take this fourth one? While you hear the local announcer, because there is a game starting on court number 1. It's the one between France and Italy. This is some classification game. The game between Croatia and Poland is just over on court number 3. But let's stay here on court number 2 because the action is just so crazy. And if the Netherlands can carry on to put that much pressure on Slovenia, this could be something. Sanne Dubelink. Good serve. Ferjan digged. Otsepek for Ferjan again. Is there any touch? No touch. This is an equalizer for the Netherlands. 19-all. How crazy is this fourth set? What a comeback again for the Netherlands. And they do have the momentum. Good serve again. Klara Vrabic not able to receive. And the Netherlands take the lead 20-19. Substitution with Valentina Brick back in. This is the VS2 substitution for Slovenia. Dubelink, another good serve. Neither Otsepek nor Jela take the set. The Netherlands have a 2-point lead in this fourth set. What a serve trick for Sanne Dubelink. And here she is again. Well, this time the streak is over, but still, the Netherlands have the lead. And Dubelink will leave the court for Rus Broers again. It's all about receiving the serve now. Jana Ferjan to serve. Point for the Netherlands. Marit Holleder doing it. And Marko Pokleka is requesting some kind of lifting. Apparently, not such kind of decision so far. And Holleder is there to serve. She served pretty good so far. Another good serve. Neither Otsepek nor Brick take the ball. Nothing is going wrong for Slovenia. And the Netherlands are just so happy with this 3-point lead. Unbelievable that the Netherlands are quite able now to put this game into another dimension and to get us a tiebreak. Block and carton block. Den Haan. Set point for the Netherlands. Holleder with the serve. Good reception, Vrovnik for the set. Valentina Brick against Sapstra. This ball is finally on the floor and Slovenia saves the first set point. Well, we said it will be a crazy day here in Győr with the semi-final. But this is already some kind of Hollywood scenario in this first semi-final of the women's tournament. Senta Jela, set point Netherlands. And Valentina Brick able to spike on that too long reception. 2 more set points, no more timeout, neither for the Netherlands nor for Slovenia. Difficult reception, but they will take the set. And then no one between Broer and Terpstra wants to send this free ball to Slovenia. Only a 1-point deficit for Slovenia. They have 1 more set point to save. And it's still on Jeller's serve. This one is in the net. We are there into the 5th set. So unbelievable when we look at the scoreboard. 25-14, 25-18. We were talking about Slovenia almost having a ticket for the final tomorrow. But what a comeback from the Netherlands. 25-22 in the 3rd one, 25-23 in the 4th one. But worse than that, at some point Slovenia had a 5-point lead in the 4th set and they were not able to conclude the action. Coin toss between the 2 captains and we will go into set number 5 in a few seconds. Slovenia is already back on court for this 5th set. Well, I'm pretty sure you know about the rule. It's only 15 points. This will go pretty quick. So the team able to take the best start in this one will have a great option for the final tomorrow. We were definitely not expecting the Netherlands to do so good, but they just improved so much throughout the competition. But also in this game, they started pretty slow. A 25-14 loss in the 1st set. And they will start Russ Brewers again. Same starting 6 what we saw in set 3 and 4. Valentina Brick is back in for Slovenia instead of Klara Vrabic. And the first serve is for Sanne Westenberg. In the middle of the court, Vrovnik sending it almost as a free ball, but the Netherlands cannot control it. Otsepek with the tip. Paula List, dig by Brick, this ball is alive. Denhan, free ball Slovenia. Another free ball for the Dutch women. They're not able to do something. Vitska Terpstra could not put enough air under the ball. And first point of this tiebreak is for Slovenia. And they will go with their best server to start this rotation. Zuzana Otsepek. Good serve, but the reception is very good. Denhan from the back row. Just out. Two points and all for Slovenia. Completely missed. She decided to completely change the target. Not a great ball contact for the Slovenian setter. And on the spot, the Netherlands put Sane Dubeling. She had the winning streak in the previous set, and she will be the first one responsible for serve. Good one, good reception, Valentina Brick. And she scores from the back row. Touched by the Dutch block. Jana Ferjan, while the main target for the serve is Sunny Westenberg. Position 6 there. There she is. Tapstra deep into the court. Vrovnik the tip. Denhan just digs it too strong. And an early lead for Slovenia in this tiebreak. Tapsra gives almost a free ball. Otsepek, good move to get the ball. Block against Marit Oleder. Well, that's not the smart choice to play the ball where Brick is sitting. She's the tallest blocker of this Slovene side. Maybe it's easier to go to play towards position 4 where Vrovnik is sitting. 5-1 Slovenia and timeout call by the Netherlands. Well, we mentioned it was only 15 points to be played in the tiebreak. Having an early good start, an early gap like this, it's maybe a way to make things a lot easier. But when we saw how much the Netherlands were able to come back in the fourth set, nothing will be done until the very last point will be scored. Well, they will have to find a solution in reception to start with. A good, decent reception, a good set, and then they will maybe have some offensive opportunities. But they also have to choose the right area. We have two pretty small blockers on the Slovene side with Jeller and Vrovnik. And it's maybe more clever to go to play with Terpstra than to go in front of Valentina Brick. But first the reception. Westenberg, well done. Terpstra, good cover by Otsepek. Terpstra in front of Cosmore. Briggs looks for the line. Just out, a bit too greedy on that angle. And this is the second point for the Netherlands in this tiebreak. Will there be any challenge for Slovenia? Yes, of course they will. Apparently, I just saw the second referee. The question is there any block touch, yes or no? Well, the answer will be on your screen and on the big screen here in Győr in a few seconds. Maciejewski, the second referee, is just checking all the pictures and angles available for this video challenge. They have many cameras, many angles that they can check to make the best decision and to check if the call stands. They have a decision. Block touch, yes or no? The answer is no. While we saw the image pretty briefly, that no touch, this point is for the Netherlands. And we saw Valentina Brick pretty disappointed after her swing, so it makes sense. Good serve. Ferjan with the swing from the back row. Good block, Paula List. Marit Holleder. She would need another good serve. On Cosmore probably. No, it's at Seppak the target. Doubling deep. Otsepek, free ball, Netherlands. Too difficult for Doubling. She was just too much into the court to have a good first contact. And Slovenia still in front. A 3-point lead for them. Tenta Yeller. Too short, almost the same serve than the one she had on the set point in set number 4. Just out. This serve from Paula List. She found some space in between the blockers while no one was covering. Just a bit too long. And Tia Vrovnik is the next to serve, where her best serve is from 5-5 towards Doubling. That's the choice. Vestenberg. Ferjan Otsepek with her experience. Vestenberg deep again. And this ball is in. Yela was just covering behind Brick, and there was some space deep into the court. 7 for Slovenia, 5 for the Netherlands. And substitution for the orange team with Ross Brewers being back on track. Terpstra. Difficult reception. Valentina Brick can swing. What a dig from Terpstra. Did she take it in the face? Because she stays on the floor. Well, that was a strong swing from Valentina Brick. Well, this is nothing we want to see. Of course, it's not on purpose, but this will be something difficult for the Netherlands if they would have to deal without their setter. I mean, she's sitting again. But this swing came just so strong. I don't know if it's some kind of protocol as the one you might know if you're following rugby, but we are just taking care of the player to know if she can carry on the game without any risk. Well, she will stay on court. And they will switch side now. 8 for Slovenia, 5 for the Netherlands. Well, that was a strong hit. And Vitska Terpstra looked super red in the face. This is just because of the impact of the ball. Well, she had some time now to recover. Slovenia is in front. And it is on Valentina Brick's serve. Well, if you're waiting for the game between Ukraine and Italy, of course it will be a bit delayed. But we have such a great thriller to start this semi-finals. Den Haan for the point. So for the Italian fans and the Ukrainian fans connected, after this game they will have at least 30 minutes of warm-up. So apparently the game will not start before 3 p.m. But we have such a great action in this first semi-final. This serve is in for Den Haan. Misjudged by Vrovnik. And the Netherlands back in contention. Timeout call, Marko Pokleka. So difficult to predict what can happen. I mean, when we see how good the Netherlands did to come back at the end of the fourth set, I would not be surprised that they are able to turn in front. Well, we have some smile on the Dutch bench. Of course, they're probably doing much better than what they expected from this semi-final. We mentioned a couple of times that Slovenia was a huge favorite. And Den Haan is now on duty to serve. She had an ace on the previous one. Can she do the same after the timeout? The block from Ferjan is out. Equalizer for the Netherlands, 8-all. Renske Den Haan again with the serve. Difficult one for Slovenia. Roosbroers able to block this one. And the Netherlands are in front. Pokleka still has a timeout. So do the Netherlands. Will he take it right now? Apparently not. Vrovnik struggling. Another ace for the Netherlands. 10-8. And here is the timeout for Slovenia. So unbelievable. We just mentioned that it's possible that the Netherlands turns in front at some point, and now it's the case. 2 timeouts in a row for Marko Pokleka to find the solution. And of course Renske Den Haan is serving well, but it's not like the powerful swing. It's just about having a quality reception for Slovenia to build something behind. And they are not able to do so. They can feel the pressure. That's for sure. They were quite sure to have the ticket into the final. Well, they finished 4th at the Golden Nation League this year. They were runner-up in Cahorle for 2 years. They finished 6th last summer in Paralympics when the Netherlands were just starting on rebuilding a team. 10-8. Slovenia needs a reception absolutely now. Good counter block by Bruce. Otsepek for Kosmor. This is well done. It was not the easiest line for Otsepek with Kosmor and Ferjan, but she managed it. And Slovenia will wait for Valentina Brick to be back on the front row. Denhan, small tip. Otsepek, is it in? Yes, it is. Equalizer for Slovenia. 10-0. Barbara Kosmor again. Denhan for the reception. Good set for Westenberg. Strong swing. And the Netherlands are in front again. Good serve. Very good reception by Vrovnik. Break again from the back row. It's in. We had the first good dig from the Netherlands, but the second swing is the good one for Break. Well, if you decided to spend your Friday afternoon with us, you made the right choice. We already have an incredible scenario in this first semi-final in the women's tournament of this European Championships. Timeout for the Netherlands. This will be the second one. And then the only way to stop the game will be either video challenge or substitutions. No more timeout for the Netherlands. Slovenia already took two as well. And once again, when these two teams played against each other in the Golden Nations League a couple of days ago, Slovenia got an easy 3-0 victory. It started the same way today, but since then, things are different. Well, Slovenia also has a lot of experience. We mentioned that this roster from the Netherlands is really young. Of course, Paula List has a lot of experience, but otherwise, most of the players are in their 20s. Otsepek. Good reception, Tapstra. Denhan from the back row. Dig by Kosmor. Valentina Brick. The point is for Slovenia. There was a touch. Of course there was. Marit Holleder confirmed it. No need to take any challenge. 12-11. 4 receivers on the line for the Netherlands. Denhan for the reception. Another great dig by Kosmor. Who to take this ball contact? Otsepek, but it's on the Slovene side. All. Rose Brors for the serve. A good one. Valentina Brick. The reception is just too long. But this would be something if the Netherlands are able to win the semi-final. Good serve. Vrovnik. A soft spike over the block. And Bruce was still moving back, coming back in from the serve. 13-all. Jana Ferjan. Now you can feel the pressure. Marko Pokreka just went to check his player. Good reception, Westenberg. The set for Terpstra. Digged by Otsepek. Paula Lis for the conclusion. And the first match point will be for the Netherlands. There will be a video challenge first before. Well, I'm not quite sure he believes he can have the point, but just for Marit Holleder to wait a bit more. Oh, the request came too late, and it's a delayed play called against Slovenia. So apparently no video challenge. The decision came too late. Match point Netherlands. Good serve. Cosmo for the reception. Valentina break into the block. Denhan cannot close that block. And the first match point is saved by Slovenia. Senta Yeller, she was struggling with her serve recently. And she will be under pressure. The team scoring this point will have the next match point. Good serve, directly on the Slovene side. Kosmur cannot take the ball. And this will be a second match point for the Netherlands on Paula List's serve. How incredible this story would be. Yeller for the reception. Valentina break the back set for Kosmo, small tip. Conclusion for Terpstra. The Netherlands are into the final. How crazy is this game? A 3-2 victory for the Netherlands here in Győr. They will be into the final tomorrow. And Slovenia will play the bronze medal game. This is far away from all predictions. And we were just so far away from that scenario 1.5 hours ago when Slovenia was leading 2-0 in this semi-final. While Italy and Ukraine had to wait a long time before coming on court. The one thing they know is who will be their opponent in the final if they qualify. It will be the Netherlands. And we see again this match point conclusion by Vitske Terpstra. Remember, she was laying on the floor at the beginning of the tiebreak. Wow, what a great game. The Netherlands are into the final, and we will be back in almost half an hour for the second semi-final in this women's tournament of the 2025 European Championships. If you're leaving us, have a great Friday. Otherwise, see you soon for the second semi-final of the women's tournament.